Hi there gamers, welcome along to Gaming This Week on mygameslounge.com. This week's MGLMix video, we've got tons of stuff going on mygameslounge.com. It's been really busy. Make sure you check out the Indie Games update that looks at Sub-Level Zero, a cool little game called Train Valley, and some other cool indie games that we've seen on Twitter. Also we've got in the news, which looks like all the latest gaming news that's been going on over the past week or so, our reactions to it. And Respawn Rants this week is talking about me being a bit annoyed at two games in particular that have come out broken, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5 and Afro Samurai 2, Revenge of the Kuma. Poor games, both of them, and yeah, a bit disappointing. So what's going on in gaming this week though, gamers? Well, we've had a little bit of a look through all the stuff that's coming up, and there's some interesting games coming up this week. First of all, if you've not played it, there's the Back to the Future, the game. It's obviously an anniversary of Back to the Future, and we've all seen it like on Twitter. There's these cool Pepsi Perfect editions that are being made if you've got like enough disposable cash to afford one of these things. So there's quite a lot of celebration of what is a fantastic film, timeless film almost. You could watch those now and still get that same feeling you did when you first saw it as a kid. So Back to the Future, the game, is really cool games, and you can get all the packs together, and you can play all of those on the Xbox One, the PlayStation 4, and the Xbox 360, it seems. So that could be one worth checking out. It's kind of almost a little bit of a calm before the storm this next week, because obviously there's some big, huge releases coming out. There's just some nice games coming out this week. There's also Dragon Quest Heroes, and there's lots of other detail behind that. I'll get that later. But the latest Dragon Quest Heroes game. Now, I played this at EGX last week, and it was really good. If you like Dragon Quest games and JRPGs in general, you'll really like it. It's got like really nice cutesy graphics. It's got some very interesting enemies for you to take on in an action JRPG style. It looks really cool. We're hoping to get our copy in as soon as possible and get reviewing that for you and get some gameplay footage. If we can't obviously review it for release day, we will get something out there on it and just show you what it's like to play. It's a really cool game, but I really enjoyed my time with it at EGX. It's good. Now, Minecraft Story Mode goes live. Now, I'm in a bit of two kind of worlds with this one, because I love Telltale games. I love the episodic games. I love the Walking Dead, the Borderlands games, the Game of Thrones ones. I'm all over the Telltale kind of vibe, or the Wolf Among Us as well. I mean, that's a cracking adventure, a really good game. But Minecraft, I'm not into. I'm scared to play a game like Minecraft. I play the Elder Scrolls and lose hours, days and weeks of my life. I dread to think what would happen if I start playing Minecraft. So I'm not sure personally where this one will go for me. I think it's going to be absolutely outstanding for Minecraft fans and Telltale fans. We know what we're going to get with this game, to be fair. We're going to get a quality production with some interesting kind of choices and things that we can do. So let's see how that one pans out. We'll get some coverage for you. Sub-Zero is the author on My Games Lounge who's in charge of all the Telltale stuff, so I'm sure he'll have something to say on it as soon as we sort something out. The Talos Principle. Now, this was a PC game, and it's actually coming to the PlayStation 4 this week. We've got a review started on that one, I believe, from another author on mygameslounge.com, and it's absolutely stunning. It's a beautiful indie game. It really is. I think it's been made in like a high-level engine for an indie game. I'm not sure if it's Unreal 4. Don't quote me on that one. But I know that it's absolutely beautiful, and it's got some really interesting like puzzle mechanics to it. So we're keeping our eye on that one, gamers. That's probably something that you want to keep your eye on for that one. I'm not sure if other reviews have gone out. I tend to avoid reading other people's reviews, so if I do play a game, my view isn't skewed by what they've said, so I tend to not know if other reviews have been done unless it's a huge game. So yeah, that one looks like it's one to look out for. I've seen it on PC and I've seen it played, but my PC at the time wasn't capable of running it. So the Talos Principle, just have a quick look at that. We're going to get some stuff on My Games Lounge. I'm not sure if we've got some details on there already. but that's an interesting one to look at. It looks really, really cool. Wasteland 2, Deep Silver are releasing the strategy game Wasteland 2 as well on October 13th on Xbox One and PlayStation 4. That one's quite a rich game. It's been out on PC already, as we know, so that one's a good one. We've got some detail coming up on that this week as well. Broforce is wicked. It's coming out of early access, I believe, and going like full launch on PC on October 15th, and Broforce is nuts. I know lots of people that play that at work and have a really, really good time enjoying, blasting each other, just having a really, really fun time. There's an interesting indie game as well called Mushroom 11 coming out this week. This is the one where you're like a cloud of like green goo, and you can only move by destroying a section of yourself and by having the rest of you kind of grow and expand as you move forward. It's a really, really interesting one, that one. I've certainly enjoyed it. So yeah, there's a few like little kind of bit games coming out this week. It's not a game for huge releases. I mean, you could argue that Dragon Quest Heroes is quite a big, release coming out this week, but it's not kind of a massive one. It's a really good time to kind of get some interesting indie games played, see what kind of things you need to catch up on, and have a good time. Now, on My Games Lounge this week, we've got a huge backlog of reviews. As you know, mygameslounge.com, completely independent gaming site, so we kind of work around all the things we need to do on mygameslounge.com as we're doing other things, real earning money jobs. But we love gaming and we want to put things out there. But we don't put reviews out where we're not comfortable with our score just to rush them. So we've got quite a lot of reviews. We've caught up with Destiny. They've taken King over the weekend. That's on there. Got a review for the quite awful, one of the worst games I've ever played, Afro Samurai 2 Revenge of the Cuban. That is just, it's broken at its core. Check out Respawn Rants for more of that. We've got some of the bigger games from September. They're all going to get reviewed this week, so make sure you're on there if you like a good read of some game reviews and our thoughts. So yeah, I believe that's it for really big releases. I'm not sure if Tales of Zestiria has been moved forward or not. Gamers, yeah, I made a little bit of a mistake there. Yeah, Tales of Zestiria is actually coming out this week as well, so that's a huge one. More JRPG goodness. We've been checking out this game for quite some time. I talked to Namco Bandai about this one, and if you've played the Tales games before, you know that it's kind of one of those JRPG series where the themes carry on, but not necessarily the story. So this is going to be another Tales game, and it looks beautiful. It's coming to PS3 and PS4, so hopefully the PlayStation 4 game isn't held back by the fact it's having to work with the PlayStation 3. But no, that one's one to check out this week as well, gamers. So have a look at that. We've got some cool coverage coming up on mygameslounge.com, some really like big reviews and lots of game coverage coming out this week for you to check out. Lots of stuff there that we've been catching up on. So get yourself onto My Games Lounge next week, and I'll see you there.